Welcome back to another video. It's your boy Corey, man. We back in here. We got another one for you guys. This is Spider-Man PS5 showcase news. Yeah, we're gonna react to it. Let's see what's going on. Here we go.
We've got some big Spider-Man 2 news to go over today.
This is like a really huge deal.
Durag Nation, I'm back again with super news, breaking down all the superhero news you need in less than 3 minutes. So if you want to be kept up to date with games like Marvel Spider-Man 2, hit the like button, but if this video wasn't for you, change it to a dislike. It's been tough the last few weeks for Spider-Man fans, with Najee Jeter getting sick and having to cancel his Spider-Man 2 panel. Fortunately, he's all better now. And then Game Informer revealing Assassin's Creed Mirage for their September cover instead of the webhead, which fans of course handled with all the maturity you would expect from the chronically online. But we've got some great news. First, to promote Spider-Man, PlayStation gifted the limited edition Spider-Man 2 controller and plates to select content creators, myself included. But the most blessed was Paris from Kinda Funny, who got the full PS5 limited edition bundle early. Thanks to him, we know the back of the box features the Venom concept art from Summer Game Fest, and the game will be a husky 98 gigs minimum to download. So you might want to grab yourself an internal SSD for your PS5 like I did for the extra storage, so you won't have to worry about deleting any games. Also, don't worry if you missed out on the PS5 covers. Amazon is about to have them back in stock, so keep an eye on that. As for when to expect new Spider-Man 2 gameplay and trailers, during the cover reveal, Game Informer mentioned they don't have full control over what games they showcase.
I think there's a lot of Spider-Man fans that are not happy. It's a two-way street. We reach out to companies and publishers, trying to make things happen, trying to make cover stories happen.
Oh yeah, the news.
Sometimes it doesn't.
And that seems to be the case for Spider-Man 2. After the cover reveal news, Insomniac started dropping tweets about how they're cooking and to stay tuned for more news. But that doesn't tell us exactly what they're doing. Fortunately, we have somebody who does know. There is reportedly a new state of play coming later this month, which is expected to feature Marvel Spider-Man 2. This information comes from Jeff Grubb, the most reliable leaker in the world right now. He was right about the February state of play, the PlayStation Showcase, and revealed the EA Black Panther game a year before the reveal trailer. This is what he had to say about it on his podcast.
Odds of a second PlayStation Showcase / first party focused state of play before the end of the year, they were completely absent from Gamescom.
Like 90% for state of play in September.
This makes sense for Sony, since they can use Spider-Man 2 to promote their other products, and they can also let Spider-Man get the Game Informer cover for October for a last big marketing push. They may also finally confirm the Spider-Man 2 DLC, which was accidentally revealed. I'll talk about that in the next video on screen.
I picked the software engineering because they pay very well. It's a fast-paced industry. The bootcamp allowed me to keep...
the video will be super short. Okay. I guess the video is just super okay. Okay, this is only 9 minutes. Let's get into it.
Alright, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We are going to continue the Spider-Man 2 hype with my top 10 predictions for
I ain't say his
game.
voice
Now
is
that we are about 1 month away. I just kind of wanted to make a video where I say my thoughts, theories, predictions. I have 10. Today will be just my top 10 predictions, and I just would love to see how right I am, how wrong I am, and as well as just, this isn't just about me. I would love to read everyone else's thoughts and theories down in the comments below, so please let me know what you guys think will be happening in this game. And with that, I will go ahead and get into my first one. So for my first prediction, I really do believe that we will be getting either a intro flashback of Oscorp gaining the symbiote from outer space once it hit Earth, or
we already saw that in the trailer.
Flashback to an early look at like Peter back in the day. Obviously in the trailer we see that we do find out that Oscorp did obviously get the symbiote from space, so it's not organically made, it's an alien. And we see who many believe to be potentially Dr. Kurt Connors, who obviously is the Lizard. And since we know from both endings of PS4 and Miles that he has involvement with the symbiote, it would make sense that that could potentially be him.
It's just a hunch. Kurt Connors did work at Oscorp. I had to think about that for a minute.
For this theory, but I just fully believe that they would do a flashback as the intro to this game. And then for my second prediction, I fully believe that Gwen Stacy will be the hidden character of the game. And what I mean by that is basically how in the lead up to PS4 originally, we had no idea that Doc Ock was in it. Besides like that ending of the Sinister Six video, which you don't even see Doc Ock, it's just like some lights, which I believe they were trying to kind of show like, oh, is it Goblin? And I mean, yeah, so I really believe Gwen will be in this game. The only real evidence I have is that one comment that Insomniac made a while back to the lead up to PS4, and I could hope. I really miss the old Gwen. I love Spider Gwen. She's gotten a lot of love in recent years, but I would like to see Insomniac's take on Gwen and see what they do differently, because I definitely think they would do her justice. Maybe a love interest. I don't know. For my third prediction, obviously,
Yeah, I wouldn't do no
series will
love.
be getting
Well,
a
you
third
could.
game. When I say third game, it could get a
Why
Miles
not?
standalone again. I don't know what they
But
would
would
do
she
with
be
that,
evil?
but
Like an
definitely
evil
we'll
love
be getting a
interest?
third installment where like all of the players are in the mix. And with that, I fully believe that Spider-Man 2 will end with either Norman becoming Goblin or showing more signs of becoming Goblin. Especially if you take into consideration the potential of Harry dying at the end of this game, there would be more of a reason for Norman to kind of lose it. And maybe he finds out that Peter is Spider-Man and then he specifically hates him. And then if you introduce Gwen, which was in my other prediction, you could maybe eventually lead to the death of Gwen Stacy. Or if you want to technically have MJ be the Gwen in this universe, since she came first and Peter doesn't know Gwen, maybe have MJ die. It's just a theory. And then for my next prediction, I fully believe and want this game to
I don't
have
like
a
that
more
MJ
dark
enough
and
to
emotional ending than Miles
be
in
mad
the
if she
first
died.
game.
Wouldn't
And what I
make
mean
sense,
by
but
that
okay.
is technically no one needs to die for it to be super dark and emotional, but maybe psychologically with Peter, maybe because of all his actions throughout the game of being, Bully Maguire, it leads his family, friends, and loved ones
Bully
to
Maguire.
distance himself. So maybe he ends this game alone, afraid. I know it's not exactly hopeful, but I mean, Insomniac did say that this game would be darker, and sometimes the midway of a full story is the darkest moment until you can brighten it back up, leading to the end. So, as an example, think of the original Star Wars trilogy. You have A New Hope, so that would be PS4 and Miles, and then the Empire Strikes Back would be Spider-Man 2, and then the Return of the Jedi would lead into Spider-Man 3. For the next one,
I'm yet to
believe
watch
that
any of those
Miles
movies. Played the
will
game
be the
though, so
light
I
that
know a
Peter
little bit of
needs to
something.
see, the error of his ways, help him gain control, get rid of that addiction of the symbiote, and not just in like a fighting aspect. Obviously, these two are gonna fight. Now, I know when people say that, people get kind of scared because they don't want Peter to lose that moment of realization and his willpower to take over and win himself back. But that's not it. I truly believe while Miles and Peter fight, it won't just be 100% Miles. Miles will just kind of help Peter realize, like, I'm literally fighting one of my best friends. My, potentially my girlfriend is afraid of me. Harry's upset with me. I've
But
messed up
him
my
and Miles
reputation
aren't
in the
best
city that I
friends.
spent,
He's just
at this
his
point, was it 9 to
mentor or
10 years building up? And I
coach.
think it's going to be a great story beat, and I cannot wait to see it. The next one we have, I think, is totally a given, especially with what we're seeing in the trailers, and that being Mary Jane and Peter having relationship complications. Now, obviously, with the past,
They already do in the
symbiote and
trailer.
Mary Jane don't get
Was this
along
made
too
before
well.
the trailer
I
took
totally
place?
could see Insomniac going down that potentially abusive route. Not to get too dark in terms of that, but I definitely think maybe it could be the end of them. I mean, it's kind of sad considering how hard in the original PS4 game, like, they worked and tried to come back together, and they're really good together. I understand there's always that meme of like, oh, Felicia's better, whatever, but it truly would be devastating and heartbreaking if Peter's actions lead to him losing the one he loves, and potentially even
I wanted
more
him and
my theory about Goblin is
Black Cat
correct,
to be together.
So yeah, I definitely
I
think
feel like that
Peter will be
could
putting
still
some dirt in
happen
her
if
eye.
they wanted
This next
to.
one is actually a really fun one that I don't know if a lot of people have been kind of talking about, but I personally think that Miles and Ned will be the ones to learn about Oscorp's relationship with the symbiote. I came to this conclusion and possibility because, simply put, I feel like Peter is going to be too busy and obsessed, especially with the black suit involved, with saving Harry and Hunter and the Lizard, and Yuri, other issues that we probably don't know about yet. And so with that, I can see Miles and Nevin taking it into their own hands to figure out what's wrong with Peter,
or
figure out where
it was
ridiculous
some name
accident
that they was calling her,
and go from there. And I feel like it'll give someone like Ned something to do, and as well as help Miles be able to help Peter. So I know I'm gonna be technically going against what I said in my
I'm not your guy in the chair.
Not needing a main character death to have stakes and emotion and darkness. However, I do really believe that somebody will be dying. Now, could I see maybe this game just being about Peter losing friends and family because of his actions emotionally? Yes. And them saving that ridiculous, like, impactful death for the third game? Yes. But, you know, Insomniac, I honestly believe Insomniac kind of shocked the world in the PS4 game with, you know, the death of Aunt May. Like, obviously, as the game goes on, you know what's going to happen. But, you know, going into the game, I wasn't thinking about that. So I do think, unfortunately, someone will be dying. Who that is, I have no idea. So this next prediction is kind of just a fun one. I kind of want this and kind of don't for two reasons. One, Screwball being involved in any way is just aggravating and annoying. Everyone doesn't like this character. It's intentional. She's just this TikTok brat YouTuber influencer. Very annoying. And so I definitely would love if she came back, but as a joke. And what I mean by that is maybe having it be like a electrocutioner moment from Arkham Origins. And, you know, you have that black suit. And instead of playing her games, you just kind of put her down in one good swift punch. Which I don't think Peter would do normally, but with that black suit, definitely. And then finally, with my final prediction for Marvel's Spider-Man 2, I think is a given. It would be such a wasted opportunity if they do not, and that is the recreation of the iconic Shocker meme. Just having Bully Yulenthal just screaming at Shocker, demanding to see him. I think it would be something that a lot of fans would enjoy and love and appreciate. This would be a more comedic element to Peter's downfall as a character, but also it could just be an instance of like, whoa, because I could totally see Shocker kind of asking him to stop and he doesn't, just because Shocker's so persistent and like is always getting in his way. If you made it through this entire video, thank you so much. I think this
I'm just glad he didn't say make Venom playable.
Different editing.
I feel like everybody be saying that.
Adding text,
the fact that he didn't make this video,
you know, I'm still learning.
kind of unique.
But I greatly appreciate all the love my recent stuff has gotten. It means so much to me. You know, I try to get these videos uploaded on my downtime because, I mean, I love these characters, these franchises that I cover. And so it means a lot when people reciprocate that love. Let me know what you all think down below. Leave your comments, concerns, thoughts.
It was a nice video. I wish he had like a sound modifier.
And of course, my affiliate
talk
links
louder
in the comments as well, as always.
Like it's hard to hear
so
him talking.
And take care.
Time being right now. But he looks exactly what I thought he would look like. I guess that's him right there. I don't know. Thank y'all for watching the video. I'll be back and yeah, I'll be back in